Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm so excited you're here. This is the second part of our fascinating story, The Young Prince. If you haven't seen the previous parts yet, don't worry. You can catch up by clicking on the I button right up here. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Chapter 6. Trees. I think that on the Little Prince's planet, there are good plants and bad plants. It is normal for all planets. And of course, there are also good seeds of good plants and bad seeds of bad plants. But we can't see seeds. They are in the ground. But one day, every seed wakes up. Then the seed starts to grow. The seed grows slowly to the sun. When the plant is very small, you don't know if the plant is some vegetable or a rose, and you can let the plant grow. But when you see that it is a bad plant, it is important to destroy the plant fast. It is true that there are bad seeds on the planet of the Little Prince. They are the seeds of baobabs. The ground of the planet is full of them. If you see a baobab too late, you can't destroy it. Then the baobab grows over the whole planet. And if the planet is too small, 2 or 3 baobabs can destroy the planet. It is a question of discipline, the Little Prince tells me. When I wash my face in the morning, and when I put on my clothes, then it is time to clean my planet. It is necessary to pull the baobabs when I see them. Sometimes it isn't easy because they are similar to roses when they are very young. It is a very boring job, but very easy. And one day he says to me, "You can draw a beautiful picture." The picture can show this situation to children. This information can help children when they travel around the universe. In life, it is sometimes okay to do your work later. But when you do your work with baobabs later, it is always a big problem. I know a planet with a lazy man. Now he has a big problem. He has 3 big baobabs on his planet. He is not happy. And when the Little Prince speaks about the planet, I make a picture of this planet. People know only a little about the problem with baobabs. And it is possible that one day when you are lost on an asteroid, you can have this problem too. I believe that it is important to know that baobabs can be very dangerous for a small planet. I work so hard on this picture because I want to tell children about the problem which they don't know. I also make the picture very big. It is big because the problem with baobabs can be very big. Remember Chapter 7. Son, step by step, I start to understand the secrets of the Little Prince's life. For a long time, his only fun is to watch beautiful sunsets. This information comes on the 4th day in the morning. The Little Prince says, "I really like sunsets. Let's look at a sunset now." "But we must wait," I say. "Wait? Wait for what?" "Wait for the moment when the sun is down." The Little Prince is very surprised. Then he laughs, and he says, "I am always thinking that I am at home." Everybody knows this. When it is noon in the United States, the sun is going down in France. If you can fly to France in 1 minute, you can watch the sunset. But the Little Prince's planet is very small. You only need to pull your chair 4 or 5 meters, and you can watch the sunset when you want. The Little Prince tells me about a day with 43 sunsets. He says, "When you are very sad, sunsets are great." The day with 43 sunsets must be a sad day. Is it true? I ask. But the Little Prince doesn't answer. On the 5th day, new information about the Little Prince's life comes. He asks me, "If a sheep eats little trees, does it eat flowers too?" "A sheep eats everything what is green," I answer. "Does a sheep eat flowers with thorns too?" "Yes, the sheep eats flowers with thorns too." "I don't understand," says the Little Prince. Why does the flower have thorns if a sheep can eat the flower? I don't know. At that moment, I am very busy. I need to repair my plane. I am scared because my situation starts to be very serious. I have so little water. I think that my death is close. Why does the flower have thorns? The little prince always wants an answer to his question. But at that moment, I am angry because I can't repair my plane. I answer without thinking. Thorns are good for nothing. Flowers have thorns because they want to hurt others. Oh, the little prince is thinking for a moment. I see that he is a little angry. Then he says, I don't believe you. Flowers are weak. The thorns give them power. Flowers believe that their thorns are big weapons. I say nothing. I am very busy with my plane. On to chapter 8. Flower. I am still repairing my plane when the little prince says, Do you really believe that flowers have thorns because they want to hurt others? No, I don't believe it, but I don't want to think about it. I am busy with my plane. It is a serious thing. Serious thing? He is shocked. He looks at me. My hands are touching the engine. The engine is dirty. My hands are dirty too. The little prince doesn't like the engine, but the engine is important for me. You talk like the adults. The little prince is not happy. I know that it is my mistake. I don't feel okay. But the little prince continues. You mix everything together. The little prince is angry. I know a planet with a gentleman with a red face. He doesn't have a flower. He doesn't look at stars. He doesn't love other people. He only counts numbers. And all day he repeats again and again like you. I am a serious man. I am a serious man. And he is very proud. But he is not a man, he is a mushroom. He is a what? A mushroom. The little prince is now very angry. His face is white. Flowers have thorns. Sheep eat flowers. And you think that it is not good to try to understand why flowers have thorns. There is a war between the sheep and the flowers. And you think that it is not important? The little prince is still very angry. He continues, You think that the war between the sheep and the flowers is not more important than the numbers of the gentleman with a red face? I know a flower which is the only flower in the world, which exists only on my planet. It is a flower which a little sheep can eat for breakfast. And you think that this is not important. His face is now red. He continues, If you love a flower which is in the sky, then you are happy when you look at the stars. You are happy because you know that your flower is, he says up there. But if the sheep eats the flower, then the sky is very sad for you. He can't say another word. He starts to cry. The night comes. I put my tools on the ground. How important are my tools, my engine and my death now? On one planet, on my planet, the Earth, there is a little prince who needs me. I take him in my arms. I hold him. I say to him, The flower which you love is not in danger. I can draw you something which can protect your flower. I can draw you a fence. You can put the fence around your flower. I don't know what to say to him. I don't feel comfortable. I don't know how to talk to him, how to be his friend again. It is so strange when somebody cries. Chapter 9. Glass. I soon have more information about the flower. On the little prince's planet, the flowers are always very simple. They are small and they don't talk. They grow in the grass in the morning and they are gone in the evening. But it all changes one day. There is a different seed. It comes from some place which nobody knows. Soon a new flower starts to grow. First, she is very small. The little prince watches her very carefully. The flower isn't like other flowers on his planet. The flower can be a new type of baobab. But she is not a baobab. She is really a flower. Soon she starts to prepare for opening. The preparation for this moment is long. The flower doesn't want to show her colors fast. Then one morning, exactly at sunrise, the flower shows her colors. And after all her preparation for this moment, she says, "Ah, I am sorry. Give me some time. I need some time to be perfect." But the little prince can't hide his feelings. "Oh, how beautiful you are." "Yes, I am beautiful. Look at me," the flower says, "and I am born at the same moment as the sun." "I think that it is time for breakfast," she says. "Can you bring me some water?" The little prince is surprised. The situation is new for him, but he brings water to the flower. The flower starts to play with the little prince. Her play isn't always nice. One day, for example, when she speaks about her four thorns, she says to the little prince, "I am ready for tigers. They can come." "There are no tigers on my planet," says the little prince, "and tigers don't eat grass." "I am not a grass," the flower says. "I am not scared of tigers, but I am scared of wind. Do you have something which can protect me from wind?" "It is not good when a flower is scared of wind," says the little prince, and he thinks, "This flower is very complicated. At night I want to be under glass. It is very cold here where you live. The cold is not comfortable. I come from a place where—" But she stops at this moment. Flowers grow from seeds. They don't know about other worlds. The flower feels stupid now. She knows that the little prince sees that she can lie to him. She quickly coughs 2 or 3 times. She wants to show the little prince that she is cold and that he doesn't care about her well. "The glass? I can look for the glass, but you still talk to me," says the little prince. Then the flower starts to cough a little more. She wants to show him how bad he is. The little prince has a lot of love in his heart, but he can't believe the flower. For the little prince, it is important how somebody speaks to him, and the flower doesn't speak to him well. Chapter 10. Volcanoes. "It isn't good to listen to the flower," the little prince tells me one day. "Never listen to flowers. You have to only look at them and smell them. My flower makes my planet beautiful. She smells so good, but I don't know how to like her. The story about the tigers makes me so angry. But it isn't good to take it so seriously. It is good to love the flower because she is so beautiful and she smells so good." He then continues, "When we are young, we don't know many things. The flower makes my planet beautiful. It isn't correct to leave her. Now I know it. I believe that when the little prince leaves his planet, wild birds help him." He then continues, "When we are young, we don't know many things. The flower makes my planet beautiful. It isn't correct to leave her. Now I know it. I believe that when the little prince leaves his planet, wild birds help him. On the morning of his departure, he prepares everything. He cleans his active volcanoes. There are 2 active volcanoes on his planet. They are very good when he needs to cook his breakfast in the morning. He also has 1 volcano which isn't active. But, he says, you never know. So he cleans this volcano too. If the volcanoes are correctly cleaned, there are no eruptions. Of course, on Earth, people are very small. They can't clean volcanoes. And because people don't clean them, the volcanoes can be a big problem. Before his departure, the little prince also pulls the last little baobabs. He thinks that this is his last day on his planet. He doesn't plan to come back. He gives water to his flower. Then he brings the glass. At that moment, he wants to cry. Goodbye, he says to the flower. But she doesn't answer him. Goodbye, he says again. The flower coughs, but it's not because she is ill. I am sometimes stupid, the flower says. I am sorry. The little prince is surprised that the flower is sorry. He doesn't understand why the flower is nice to him. Of course I love you, the flower tells him. Maybe you don't feel that I love you. It is not your mistake. It is my mistake. It is not important now. But you are sometimes stupid too. Try to be happy. Don't put the glass on me. I don't need it. But the wind is not a problem. The night air is good for me. I am a flower. But the animals. I have to be stronger than 2 or 3 caterpillars if I want to see the butterflies. I think that they are very beautiful. If there are no butterflies here, who can visit me when you are so far? And I am not scared of big animals. I have my thorns. And she shows all of her 4 thorns to the little prince. Then she says, don't stand here, you want to leave, so go. She says it because she doesn't want to show her tears. She is a very proud flower. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned as we reveal the next chapters of this incredible journey.